It'll be Gorky Hernandez in the leadoff spot, then Posey, McCutcheon, and Brandon Belt. 2 home runs for Evan Longoria in the game last night, followed by Crawford Williamson, and then the Panda. He's back at second base hitting 8th, and Derek Holland will hit 9th.
On the hill tonight for these Colorado Rockies will be the big right-handed pitcher John Gray, 6'4", 235 pounds. He's 26 years of age, and he's in his 3rd year at the big league level. This is what he has done in 11 starts, 5-6 with a 5.40 ERA. You look at the strikeouts, 71 and 61 2/3. Tells you he's a power arm, and he does indeed have a great fastball. It'll go mid to high 90s. He'll 2 and 4 seam it out of a 3/4 release. He's also got a curveball, slider, and a changeup. Changeup still a bit of a project pitch. But you're going to see a lot of hard stuff, fastballs and sliders from Mr. Gray. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind John Gray, starting in the Rockies outfield from left to right. It'll be Cuevas, Blackman, and Gonzalez, the best arm in right field. Trevor Story be joined by Nolan Arenado on the left side of the infield, Castro and Desmond on the right side. Tony Walters, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's Gorky Hernandez, and the first pitch of the ball game is on its way, and it's a swing and a foul back. So we get started right on time at 6:40. He's hitting at .310 with 6 home runs, 9 driven in, and he takes the next pitch high and wide in this series. Gorky Hernandez 2 hits on Monday, and then he took an 0 for 4 in the game last night. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. The shadows here are a little bit odd. The hitting background is fine. It's just between the mound and Blackman are in the sunlight. So the ball is indeed definitely coming out of the sun. And that's in the dirt, 2 and 2. Hernandez, he's only faced John Gray a couple of times. He's 1 for 2 lifetime. Mr. Posey on deck. No swing. 3 and 2. It's kind of odd, or just maybe bad luck for the hitters. Up until about 5 minutes ago, there was no sun whatsoever. And then, as luck would have it for these hitters, here it is.
Well, it's Denver. Things change quickly here.
Foul back.
In last night's ball game, we saw Jeff Kellogg behind the plate. Really was more of a pitcher's umpire. Tonight, we've got Marvin Hudson, who's more of a hitter's umpire. He's a little inconsistent down around the knees with the low strike. I think he's basically a high ball guy. But if you were to say, does he favor the hitter or the pitcher, you would definitely say the hitter.
Eight pitch coming up to Gorky Hernandez. And he fouls another one out of play. Gorky's is just trying to stay in there long enough for the sun to go underneath the clouds.
He's doing a good job of seeing some pitches.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about a half hour ago.
Yeah, that's the end of the world storm.
And it went right by. Got him. And that's how this game gets started. One out, and here's Buster Posey. Buster a home run last night in 4 at-bats. 2 hits in the series. It's tough to see swing. No balls in 1 strike.
Well, a 91-mile-an-hour cutter too with some tilt on it. I mean, that's nastiness out of bed. Buster going up there with it, I think in his mind, he was going to swing it no matter what on that first pitch. That's another, I don't see it very well swing.
It is.
Not a whole lot of lower body in that swing for Posey.
McCutcheon to follow. Giants are 5 games back of the Rockies in the standings. Got him.
I don't think he saw any of those 3 pitches.
And I don't think he saw a fastball.
Take a look at that last pitch. It's our pitch cast brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company. Just a power breaking ball at 80 miles an hour in a perfect location. And when you can't see the spin, you are handicapped against a power arm.
Here's McCutchen. McCutchen's got 3 hits in this series. He's at 242 with 3 home runs, 20 driven in. He's faced John Gray 10 times. He's 5 for 10. So got a little bit of ownage on him. With Brendan Belt to follow. And hits the outside corner.
Ballpark right now is really a pretty good place to pitch it by Coors Field standards. The wind is in the hitter's face, and it's a pretty substantial wind. Not a lot of carry in the field, not like you normally see, certainly not like we saw last night.
Here's the wind Mike's talking about.
Very common to see a wind start off blowing in your face here, then all of a sudden, boom, it'll shift to left field. By the 5th inning, it's going to right.
And a base hit down the right field line, maybe 2. McCutchen is going to challenge Gonzalez, and he'll have a double. Poked it right down the line.
That was not a hanger. I mean, that was a nasty pitch that Gray threw on the 3-2 count. He's already had 2 strikeouts in the inning. You know he's thinking about another one. That's perfection at 97. And in a protective hack just to stay alive, McCutchen finds a line and winds up with a 2-bagger. He was thinking 2 bags right from the get-go. Everybody knows Carlos Gonzalez has a great arm, but McCutchen's also got great speed.
Here's Belt. Belt 1 for 7 in his career against John Gray as he chases the first pitch. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Hitting at .316. And the next pitch is up high. Longoria is on deck. Story playing Belt to pull, but not an overshift. And a bit outside, 2-1.
As conservative of a defensive shift that we've seen lately employed against Brandon Belt.
Foul. It's 2-2. Belt had a couple of hits last night in the loss, and then on Monday Brandon Belt was 1 for 5, so he's got 3 hits in this series. As he tries to give the Giants an early lead. And this pop-up is going to be straight back and out of play.
Kind of swung as hard as he threw it there. Threw it at 81-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, and that was Brandon Belt's 81-mile-an-hour off-speed swing. So basically, when you can do that to a hitter as a pitcher, you've made a pretty good pitch. But hitting coaches will tell a hitter, hey, you fought it off. You live to see another one.
Good job. And like we see a lot out of Brandon Belt. It's now 3-2.
Slightly open stance. And he doesn't step out. He gets in that box and he'll wait with you.
Foul. So that's making John Gray work this inning. He's thrown 25 pitches.
Oh, you get 20 pitches out of a guy as a team. You've done your job in the inning. So a 25 pitch inning. That's a good thing.
Gray stepping off, Belt did briefly step out of the box, or at least 1 foot. Foul back.
This came right at him at 97. The other thing too about John Gray, I mean, he's got that little bit of wildness that kind of takes away that comfortable feeling. When you're throwing 97, every once in a while you let one go weird. It's definitely in the mind of a hitter taking his at bat against him.
Get on the ground, and that'll end the inning. Derek Holland comes out. It's 0-0. Southwest Airlines. It'll be Blackman, Cuevas, and then Arenado. Trevor Story will be the cleanup hitter. Then Gonzalez and Ian Desmond, who is having an off year average-wise, but against the Giants, he's done pretty well. Castro, Walters, and John Gray will be the bottom three.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the left-handed Derek Holland. Holland, 31 years old. He's 6'2", 215 pounds. Just about into his 10th year at the big league level. This is what he's done at 10 starts. 2-6 with a 4.73 ERA. Best start could have been his last start in Friday night at Wrigley Field, where he really had a nice command of 4 pitches. Fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. And a velocity in the fastball that can go low 90s.
Blackman takes a call strike. Blackman with 2 hits in the series. He's 2 for 10. Lines this one, and it may have just tipped off the glove of Crawford. And a base hit for Blackman.
Let's take a look at the defense the Giants will use tonight behind Derek Holland, starting in the Giants outfield from left to right. It'll be Williamson, Hernandez, and McCutchen. Good arms across the board. Crawford, Longoria, they'll be on the left side of the infield. Sandoval getting his second start at second base, joined by Brandon Belt. That's the right side of the infield. Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the sides.
So here's Cuevas. And Cuevas takes high. Cuevas faced Holland, and Holland's only other start against the the Rockies a couple of weeks ago, and Cuevas went 0 for 3. On the ground and a base hit. Little C9 ground ball to the right side.
Let's take a look at how close Brandon Crawford came with the line drive off the bat of Charlie Blackmon to start it off. Just off the tip of the web. So 2 opposite field at bats against Derek Holland here very quickly. He's going to get challenged in this game. Because here come the thumpers.
Giants have not had a clean first inning in this series. Arenado hitting .321. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Arenado 2 for 5 last night. And that's what his numbers are against Holland lifetime, 2 for 5. Good pitch, nothing in 2.
Back-to-back off-speed pitches. Mentioned the last start he had at Wrigley Field when he had a nice rhythm all through the 6 innings that he pitched. And good rhythm out of the windup and a good rhythm out of the stretch.
Runs that pitch down and in. It's 1 and 2.
So kind of pitching backwards in the sequence. A couple of off-speed pitches to get the 0-2 advantage. They tried to sneak attack him with that fastball inside. Every pitch you throw sets up the next pitch. Even if you miss your location, it sets up another pitch.
High and deep to left. And gone. And it's 3-0.
The one thing you just don't like to do as a pitcher, and that's give a guy a really good pitch in the strike zone when you're ahead 0-2 or 1-2, and on a 1-2 count, look at the location of the fastball. I mean, that is middle in, right in the wheelhouse of Arenado, and that's what he did. Home run number 11.
Here's Trevor Story. Story fouls this one back, hitting .240, 11 home runs, 39 driven in.
A lot of old pitchers watching this just cringed on that first swing. Guy hits a 3-run homer in the first inning. The next guy comes up, swings so hard he loses his footing. All of a sudden, the fountains out center field started going on. Robert Hudson, the plate umpire, said, "Hey, between innings, not during the inning."
Who's in charge of the fountains? So a ball and a strike. And a base hit to left field. So 4 straight hits. And here comes Gonzalez.
Take a look at Arenado, and the numbers: 104 miles per hour at 34 degrees, and it went 447 feet. We could have told you that. It was a big one.
Yeah. So Buster's going to use a mound visit here in the first inning.
Giants last night had their starter, Jeff Samardzija, going inning. Their bullpen had to eat up 7. Samardzija DL today with stiffness in his shoulder. They did an MRI on him and it was clear. It was good. It was good news. So 10 days for Samardzija. They brought up Tyler Beatty, so they do have an arm in the bullpen to help the boys down there tonight if they need to get to a long reliever early.
Yeah, and Beatty's a starter, so he could go for a while.
Yeah, he can go 100 pitches.
Gonzalez to Belt. It's a fair ball to Crawford. Back to Belt. Double play. Got a run in the sleeve, Carlos.
I mean, even if you're not sure if it's fair or foul, Bud Black's going to come out there and say, hey, he hit the ball off his foot.
Well, that's what I would say too if I didn't.
Well, it clearly did not hit him in the foot. Now, let's take a look. No. Double play. Thank you very much. Chance to catch a break there.
Here's Desmond. Desmond hitting at 189. But see, he's got 9 home runs, 28 driven in. He's feeling pretty comfortable against Derek Holland. He's got a double and a home run against Holland lifetime.
These guys are taking some hacks. Those are not controlled swings trying to hit it back up the middle or the opposite way. They're trying to leave earth. I think if you played here every day, this ballpark can make you do that, though. You can't help but think home run.
That is a fact.
Heads up.
Everybody all right?
Yeah, one thing that they do, you see the usher there in the purple baseball cap and the long beard. He immediately signified to everybody that 2 thumbs up, everything was okay. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, for him or for the. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
How about the person that.
I mean, it was a bullet. All right, here's we're going. Yeah, we're good. Everything's fine. We're good. Looking at the face of that guy, though, I thought that was a bit premature.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. Hit on the ground towards the hole and a base hit. So Desmond with a base hit.
They do really a great job in this ballpark. The ushers, usherettes, and they could not be more helpful. Could not be a nicer bunch of people. This is a great place to bring a family.
Castro hitting at 140. And he takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. Desmond, who's got 6 steals, he's 6 out of 7. 2-0.
A lot of pitches in this first inning from John Gray and now Derek Holland.
Castro's not afraid to swing hard like everybody else in this lineup, even though he is only hitting 140.
He's got count leverage here. Holland's got to come into him.
Towards the end of the bat and out of play. And a one-handed catch. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And now they got him picked off. Bell will run to Crawford, and Crawford will tag out Desmond, and that'll end the inning. 3-0 Rockies.
By Togo's Pretzel Rami. Last night, Evan Longoria left earth twice. Solo shot up of Kyle Freeland. That was in the 6th inning. That one went 435 feet. Then in the 8th inning off Brian Shaw, he hits one 431 feet. 18th career multi-home run game for Evan Longoria. And it's the first time he's done it since 2016. And that's our Togo's Pretzel Rami.
Here he's facing John Gray, and he's 0 for 2 lifetime against Gray. See if they can mount a little bit of a comeback here in the 2nd inning. Crawford and then Williamson. Overall, Longoria hitting at 263. He's an RBI shy of 30. See, the defense is an overshift. I think in this park, exaggerated shifts against guys that can hit home runs is probably a good idea. See if you can get that guy to actually give himself up. Try to hit a little ground ball to the right side.
Yeah.
He gets Longoria. Well, check out the Father's Day pack. It's the perfect gift. 2 tickets to 2 games plus a Barry and Bobby Bonds bobblehead. sfgiants.com/dads for tickets. Here's Crawford. Crawford hitting at 305. And he shoots this one foul.
take a look at Brandon Crawford. The hot and cold zones this season really got off to a slow start. March, April, May, hottest guy on the planet, literally hottest guy in major leagues.
According to that, if you want to get him out, you throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Yeah, put it on a tee. That's how you get him up. Hey, look who got the ball.
Crawford's going to wrap one into left field for a base hit. Second hit for the Giants. And that'll bring up big Mac Williamson. Two for 4 last night for Mac Williamson.
Yeah, a couple of doubles. Kind of got his mojo back last night. This is power on power right here. If ever the two should meet.
Kind of like that. It's 0-1.
And he was late on that 96-mile-an-hour challenge from Gray. Can't imagine what sign Mac Williamson would be looking at Ron Wodas to get. There's only one sign here. It's hit the ball, the ballpark sign.
0-2.
2 times he's thrown that fastball by him. I don't think Woody was given a sign there. I think he was just scratching his boiler.
I think you're right. Crawford with his lead. Try to get at him again with a high fastball. 1-2. Pablo Sandoval on deck in the 1-2. Here it is to Mac Williamson. And a little pop-up that is going to be out of play. First baseman needs sunglasses here because they kind of stare into the sun as the sun goes down. There's always been a problem. It's not a problem now, but when it comes out, it is.
Well, that's about as quick a foot action as you can have if you're a right-hander spinning and getting a throw off to first base on a pickoff play. I mean, it really is excellent footwork.
Little jam shot, and it's going to fall. Crawford read it right, and the Giants have runners at the corners.
Nice 2-strike at bat, fighting that one off. All 3 hits the Giants have had against Gray have been opposite field hits.
So here's Sandoval. Sandoval's had an interesting series. He's 2 for 2. It's a 2 pinch hit. See, that's what Desmond has to deal with. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Everybody. Nice play. Here comes Crawford, and the Giants are on the board. There's Walters with a really nice flip job to the mound.
Well, it was a do-or-die play. And it's a total ad-lib. Ball hits the plate and skims on Walters. You don't have much of a chance as a catcher. I mean, And here's the flip we're talking about.
That's a really nice job by Crawford.
No hesitation. Anticipate and go. You can't hesitate there.
Mound visit.
First sign after 2? Yeah. First sign after 2. Okay, I got it. You see the information band that Walters has on his left arm, and on that information band, he's got a number of things that are information. Number one, he's got all the signs that all of his pitchers have or prefer. Guy comes out of the bench, he just looks down to see what his sign is.
Up the middle and a base hit. And here comes Mac Williamson, and it's a 3-2 ball game.
Stay hot, Pablo Sandoval. So the wild pitch, really, the Giants have taken advantage of it.
So we'll see if all that hard work the Giants put in during this last homestand. I think every day that we came out to the park early, they were practicing sacrifice bunting.
Well, the problem that they're having is, and this is one of the theories that Bruce Bochy had, is that they were not bunting against high velocity fastballs. They're bunting against BP fastballs. Now they get into a game and these guys are not handling the high velocity fastball. So they got a pitching machine that was throwing 95.
Two.
That backswing may have caught a piece of Walters.
So a quick 0-2 to Holland.
Well, another failed job and a wasted opportunity to have a productive out.
Here's Gorkis Hernandez.
You know, we're talking about that information that is on the wristband of the catcher. The other thing that they'll have on there is just a little capsule of what the guy's hitting strengths and weaknesses are. You know, in college and high school, you see catchers wear them and they're calling pitches for that. They don't do that at the big league level.
Nice play by Walters. 1-0.
College pitching coach or manager, they'll relay a sequence 3-1. You look at 3-1, it says fastball away, and they call fastball away. That's how a coach in the dugout will call a game. Well, they don't do that here at this level. The catcher and the pitcher will call their game. But if a catcher wants to go and take a look at some of the tendencies of that hitter, what his first ball fastball ratio is, what he swings at, he can remind himself. So it is an informational source you're going to start seeing more and more guys using.
And on the 2-0 pitch, Gorkis got a piece of it. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. I think analytics and all the data that they have has probably caused catchers to have to use something like that because of now all the information. There's a bouncing ball to Castro. A lot of the instincts of the game have gone away, unfortunately. 3-2 Colorado.
you by Redwood Credit Union. Redwood Credit Union offers full-service banking for all that you love. Federally insured by NCUA.
Here at Coors Field, it's a 3-2 lead for the Rockies. Holland is going to go after Castro, who's at the plate when Desmond got picked off to end the first. And there's a call strike. Tony Walters and then John Gray in the second. And a base hit.
Oh, very quickly right back in the stretch.
Take the Giants on the go this season and stream the games on NBCSportsBayArea.com and the NBC Sports app, and it's brought to you by your NorCal Honda dealers.
Well, the girls are here. Brought mom. Took a little tour of the city today. That group brings lots of good attitude.
Oh my goodness. I want to party with that group.
They will not let you down.
Here's
And
Walters.
they brought their gloves.
Walters takes a strike.
Gamer Babes have arrived at their orange jerseys on.
It's as if you're Pablo Sandoval. You're going, give me an easy one, please. This infield is so fast. There it is. And the high throw really prevented the double play, although Walters gets down the line pretty good.
Well, Sunday, the very first time that Pablo Sandoval ever played second base as a starter, and he gets tested early. This is the first inning, and he did well. And here's the double play that he got the turn. Not a problem. But I'm sure he's disappointed in that feed to Crawford.
Yeah. Here's John Gray.
He's a pretty good hitter. I mean, it is a bunt situation, but he does more than just bunt.
Yeah, he's 3 for 18. He's standing in there like he can hit. And he takes a strike. And he bunts it. It's a good bunt. Belt will throw him out. 3-4. So here's Charlie Blackmon. Blackmon hit a line drive that just tipped off the end of Crawford's glove in the first inning. So Walters at second. Swing.
Looked like Blackmon was going to go up there and swing at whatever came across.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing.
Did you do that a lot as a hitter?
Never did it. Figured I'd look like an idiot.
He missed that by about 3 feet.
Up the middle. And a base hit. So Blackmon comes through. It's 4-2.
You know, and the difference is the Rockies get a bunt down. They get a runner in scoring position. I mean, the small things that you think are small are really not small things, and that is getting a bunt down.
And do you think we're kidding when we talk about the infield being fast? Here's Cuevas, who singled in the first. And he takes down low.
Saw Cuevas go to right field his first at bat. I mean, and he was trying to do it. He couldn't have executed any better, and he's got a similar situation here with Bell holding Blackman on at first base. Big hole on the right side.
Right at Mac Williamson, and this will end the inning. After 2, it's 4-2 Rockies.
Is brought to you by DaVinci Marble. Hit a home run on your next remodel with slabs, tiles, and more from the Bay Area's premier showroom, DaVinci Marble.
4-2 Rockies. Here's Buster Posey. And a first pitch strike. Buster struck out in the first inning. Fouls this one back. Pretty good rip. It's 0-2. McCutchen. And then Belt. Has tried to answer back after the Rockies picked up the lone run in the bottom of the second. This is hit up the middle. And Story will turn around and throw him out.
Well, join the Giants and Will Clark on Friday, June 1st at Autism Awareness Night. Special ticket package will include a Will Clark bobblehead and a ticket to see the Giants take on the Phillies. Go to sfgiants.com/special events to get your tickets. Will be there with his whole family. Wife Lisa, Ella, and his son Trey.
Clark fans as McCutchen takes high. McCutchen doubled on the right field line in the first inning. A breezy night here in Denver. Rain early, but never did get to the ballpark. 3-0. Both teams have a day off tomorrow. Dodgers are in here on Friday night. Of course, the Phillies are in San Francisco on Friday. One. Phillies do not have the day off on Thursday. McCutchen asked for time and he got it. You gotta be careful, you don't always get it. Three and two.
Not giving into him on a 3-1 count. That's a hard slider. Take a look at this, is the 3-1 pitch. And it's just got downward snap to it.
McCutchen says, that's all right. I'll swing at the next one. And he's 2 for 2.
Yeah, just get it up just a little bit. That's all he needed.
It's about that time, right?
It's about the time that Andrew McCutchen historically starts to get hot. A notorious slow starter.
Here's Belt. And an inside corner strike. Overshift now is on. Belt, look. I'm not suggesting, but if you did want to lay one down, it's there for the taking. It may be what the Rockies want him to do.
A quick throw over to first base from Gray. I think if you represent the tying or go ahead run, swing the bat if you're a home run guy. I mean, I think the bunt play is a better play if you're leading an inning off late in the game and you're down by a couple. That's when you need base runners. But if you've got power to tie a game or put your team ahead or stretch out a lead, try and do some damage. And the kind of role that he's been on, you want Belt to try and swing for the fence. But the point you make, it's there. You're giving it to him, no doubt.
Like I said, it's not a suggestion, it's just there.
Got a right-hander on the mound. It falls off towards the first base side. I mean, pretty easy to get the ball by him. Good speed at first. But try and bang one out of here. Ooh, close play. Talked about the footwork from Gray. I mean, it's almost like a hop. But he really gets rid of the ball quickly. Doesn't throw a 95-mile-an-hour fastball over to first base, but he gets it there quickly, and it's more effective.
He is not fishing. It's 3-1.
Tries to backdoor him with a slow breaking ball. He didn't miss by much.
This is going to be playable for somebody. And it's Walters who can't get there.
I mean, that's really a difficult play. I don't know many catchers in the league that would have even gotten that close. It gives you an idea of how fast Walters is. The fact that he got over there and made it close. With Arenado playing the shortstop position, he basically was out of the play.
The shift giveth and it taketh away. This time it giveth.
Yeah, that would have been the play of the series if he pulls this one off. Carl Cochin, he had the best chance of catching it. Giant strength coach.
3-2 to Belt. See if McCutchen goes. He does. On the ground. And they got him. As Castro makes the play. McCutchen now in scoring position. And here's Longoria.
Pretty nice play from Daniel Castro. And we're talking about how quick this infield is. I mean, he didn't scald that ball, but still, I mean, you're thinking it's going to get through. And Castro slides into it, gets the throw off quickly. Really made a hard play look easy. Sliding into it, and watch how he gets to the backside and gets off a throw. And that is a perfect strike. That's the big leagues.
And the pitch to Longoria is a strike, and it's 0-1. Longoria struck out in the second.
Same location, but different speed, different type of breaking ball. He opened it up with a little slider, then that was a curveball. So Sammy, a guy who's averaging just about 10 strikeouts per 9 innings, he's got to have stuff he can strike you out with. And all of the pitches that Gray has, he can make you swing and miss.
And that'll end the inning. Arenado, Story, Gonzalez coming up.
Brought to you by Coors Banquet. On this day 78 years ago at Ebbets Field, Giants swept a Memorial Day doubleheader to knock the Dodgers out of first place. Carl Hubbell with a one-hit shutout in the game one, and the Giants scored 8 at the top of the 12th to win the nightcap by a score of 12-5. And that's our Coors Banquet moment.
Arenado fouls it out of play. 4-2 Colorado. Hit on the ground to Crawford. It'll be Warriors playoff central. Warriors and Cavs game 1 tomorrow at 4 p.m. right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Stick with the team you've watched all season long. Day off tomorrow. Everybody will get a chance to sit back and enjoy that one. As I'm sure my partner will be doing.
Yes, I will.
I'll be doing. Foul out of play.
And there's dad and daughter.
That's using a glove, her glove, by the way, to hold peanuts. Yeah.
Hey, Is she cute or what? Oh my goodness.
Dad's explaining what's going on.
Yeah, you can't take more than one peanut out of the bag. You got to go one at a time. That's the rule.
See where they're located.
Yep. I would love to hear the conversation.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Help
Dad.
you out here, Dad. Get tight. And that's where you got to pitch some of these Rockies. You got to move their feet a little bit. Here. Take this one. I tried this one. All right, I'm going to put this on and we're going to get a foul ball. 2-1. 3-1.
I mean, kids have their own technique about everything. How to eat a hot dog, and she's got a technique as to how to eat a peanut. She licks the salt off the peanut before she eats the peanut. And watching her eat that peanut, I want a peanut.
Here's a strike. 3-2. I think it's possible that Dad can see in the camera that we are showing them from time to time. There you go. There's a little like, what are we waving at, Dad?
Yeah, well, you never know who's going to steal the show.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle, carrying it to Longoria. Longoria on the belt, just the way you write it up. 2 down. John Miller's on assignment. Dave Fleming is here, and he'll be sitting in this chair for innings 4, 5, and 6. I'll be sitting in that booth with Darren Chan. The Rockies ran out of tickets, so they're putting some of their fans in our radio booth, which I find a bit odd. I think somebody lost the bet. I'm sorry.
No, I think somebody's a member of a golf club close by here that.
You think Dave is trying to get on the course?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the trade-off.
Hit into center field with room. Well, I'm going over there, and I can tell you one thing. They're not going to be in there for very long. Dave Fleming will be in. I'm going to kick those guys out. It's 4-2 Rockies.
Fans will receive a 60th anniversary Willie McCovey bobblehead presented by Chevron. Join us at the Yard as the Giants take on the Phillies all weekend, June 1st through the 3rd. Tickets are available. Go to sfgiants.com. We are going to the top of the 4th inning. It is 4-2 Rockies, and here to tell you about it, my friend Dave Fleming.
Hi, Mike. How are you tonight?
Things are good. What a night for ball, huh?
Beautiful. Crawford is just hitting the ball hard about every time up. He hit that one hard, but foul. I saw a note today. Third best batting average of all big league hitters against 95 plus, Brandon Crawford. That doesn't mean you're always making contact. You could swing and miss, and that doesn't get counted in that. But when he gets the bat on the ball against high velocity, he's as good as anybody in the big leagues.
That's a good stat. I mean, it tells you a lot about a hitter. It tells you that Brandon Crawford can hit a fastball.
Chops this one to second. Castro's playing well defensively tonight. Throws out Crawford.
Watch the play as it hit off the foot. Looked like the left heel of Holland went right to Longoria on a perfect Sunday one-hop. Throws him out. Everybody said, "Hey, are you all right, Derek Holland?" "Yeah, I'm fine. Not a problem. I got an out. Bruise for an out. I'll trade that any day of the week."
Strike one to Mac Williamson. You see it is after what happened yesterday. You just start to think, well, this can't possibly be happening again. So it's good news that he's okay. Williamson with power to the opposite field. Cargo all the way back. It's beyond him. Up against the bottom of the wall. Mac Williamson has his third double in the last 2 games.
You could almost see it. I mean, he was really grinding. After he came back off the disabled list, the concussion protocol, he didn't have the same swagger getting into a batter's box. He knew he was hot before he got hurt, but he just didn't quite have the definition of the strike zone. So he started working and working and grinding and grinding. Yesterday a 2-hit day. Today another 2-hit day. And the third double of those 4 hits. And he's using the whole field. That's what's impressive about it, what he's doing.
Here's Pablo, knocked in a run in his first at bat. Second time seeing Gray. Takes the ball. I give you credit. After the first double by Williamson yesterday, you said that's going to unlock him or relax him.
It's amazing what a strike will do for a struggling pitcher, what a hit will do for a struggling hitter. It frees him up.
2-0.
You know, to get back to that stat you talk about, it just gives you an idea of the type of information that's out there. Now, if I'm an opponent and I know that Crawford is hitting like that against hard fastballs, I'm not going to let him beat me on the fastball. Doesn't mean I won't throw it. I'm just not going to throw it to an area where he can hurt me with it. I'll throw it to set up other pitches.
It's the era of information. I mean, everybody knows everything.
Well, and before, you used to have to learn those things on your own or pick them up from, you know, somebody out in the pitching fraternity. But now it's just right there. Every team basically has access to pretty much the same information.
Well, the pitcher on deck, I wouldn't be shocked if Pablo swings away here if he gets something to hit on 3-0. He did not. It's ball 4.
And a pretty easy take. Now, once again, here we are. And we talk about how important the bunt is. Holland could not get the bunt down his first at bat, or wasted out. John Gray in his first at bat, he got a beautiful bunt down, moved the runner over, base hit, the run scores. Ron Wotus is having a talk with Derek Holland. I mean, this is a big moment in this game.
And notice it's not the pitching coach who's out for the visit. It's Bud Black.
Well, Bud Black, an old pitcher. I mean, I think there are times he wants to go out there and look into a pitcher's eye.
And Bud, I think Bud, a former Giant, guy we've known for a long time, I think he gets some credit for helping to get this organization on the right track as far as the pitching side goes. I mean, they have struggled in their entire history to get some consistency pitching, and they are a good pitching team these last couple of years.
Well, they've never had a hitting or a pitcher be the manager. It's always, the emphasis has always been on hitting in this town.
So now let's see if Holland can get it done.
I mean, this is a situation where it's much easier for a left-handed bunter to put down the third base line. This is a situation where the bunt should go down the third base line. Ideally, you want to get yourself in position, bend your knees slightly with your hips facing the pitcher, set that bat head at the top of the strike zone.
Well, he got the bunt down on the third base side. Gray could not get a grip on the ball, and he did not get Holland.
Holland almost blew it.
He pulled up, and it made it a close play. He was, if he just kept on running, and who knows, maybe the foot's still not feeling right from the comebacker he took, but he almost gave Gray a chance to get him out.
He pulled up about 8 feet away from first base. But hey, he got the job done. Gray could not get a handle. There was no grip there. And you can see Holland, I mean, he's busted hard, and right here he just kind of pulls up.
Yeah, he was running fine. It was not the foot.
Oh, that would have been costly. That would have cost him some money. Run through the bag.
Bases loaded, 1 out. What a great opportunity here.
You know, it's just another indication that guys played the American League his whole career.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to run it out. I mean, you've got, even if you're not a Blazer, run it out. You never know. A bobble, you might get a base, and here the Giants do.
This will be pitch number 80 for John Gray. The Giants have pushed him hard, and they have a great opportunity to tie the game or more. Gorkys has been one of their very hottest hitters. 0 for 2 tonight. In the dirt, and a nice save by Walters.
Easy take.
Bullpen's going to get going.
So you see Harrison Musgrave, one of 4 lefties that the Rockies have in their pen, starting to heat up. We saw him in game 1. He was very good.
And he's getting ready with some urgency. They got Posey on deck. Gorkys chased that hard slider, 1-1.
And get it in situations we've seen Gray use that slider more than the fastball.
He may well trust the command of that pitch more than the fastball.
A lot of guys do. I did.
The 1-1 way inside.
Another easy take.
Yep.
The guy's trying to get out of the way, not being hit. I mean, it's an easy take.
Williamson at third, Sandoval at second, and Holland at first. Giants trail by 2, but a great chance here in the 4th against a struggling John Gray. Gorkys, that slider went to it again. 2-1. Now it's 2-2.
That's a good pitch. I mean, it's an 89-mile-an-hour breaking ball. It's not a cutter. It's got tilt to it. And you can't tell me that Gorkys Hernandez is thinking anything but fastball 80% of the way of that pitch. And he's got him twice with it.
So now let's see if he can find a way to get the bat on the ball. 2-2. Just missing low. Wow.
Yeah, it's the part of Marvin Hudson's strike zone that is inconsistent, down around the knees. And this is close. We haven't seen him really call a strike. More often a ball with Hudson.
Well, here's that spot where you are talking about. Does he trust the slider in a 3-2 count? We'll see. Bases loaded. He threw the slider and he missed high to walk in a run. Ball 4.
So Gorkys Hernandez gets an RBI. Nice at bat. But he moves up 90 feet. This is the bottom of the lineup that's putting this rally on.
Well, it's nice to see, and Pablo Sandoval's been a part of that. Maybe a little more depth to the lineup tonight with Pablo in there hitting 8th. And Bud Black is pacing around in that dugout. Buster Posey, bases loaded, 1 out, 0 for 2. Hit the ball hard his last time up. That fastball at 96.
Not often you see him late on a fastball, and he was. I just don't think he's seeing Gray. Well, one thing he does very well, better than anybody in this Giants club, is he adjusts from pitch to pitch.
The 0-1 takes it high. Crawford grounded out to start this inning. Double by Williamson, walk to Pablo, sack bunt, and Holland reached, and then the walk to Gorkis. 1 run in, a chance for more. Good take on the slider.
Musgrave is ready.
I think this is it. If he doesn't get Posey, he's coming out of the game.
You're right.
Giants have got him on the ropes. Two 1. Low again, that same slider.
He might let him pitch to the right-handed hitting McCutcheon. But he's struggling. I don't think Bud Black's feeling it.
3-1 is in with the slider. 3-2. It's the pitch he trusts.
The pitch he trusts indeed. 3-1. Get it in situation. You have to throw something you know you can get in the strike zone.
Giants looking for the big hit from Buster. 3-2 is low, ball 4, and Posey draws the second straight bases loaded walk. This game is tied, and that's going to do it for John Gray.
You were right, partner. Bud Black was not feeling it anymore.
So the Giants have tied it and still are rallying when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change, tune-up, and brake experts.
May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Dave Fleming, Mike Krukow back here on this beautiful night in Denver. The Giants, who are down 3-0, 3 hitters into the bottom of the first inning, have tied the game up 4-4, and they've knocked John Gray out in the 4th inning for a second straight start against him. And now we get to see Harrison Musgrave.
Musgrave, the converted starter. He's got 4 pitches that you would see of a starter: fastball, low 90s, curveball, slider, changeup. We saw him in game 1 of this series. He pitched 2 innings of relief, 6 up, 6 down, the 7th and 8th innings of that game. He struck out a guy. He was very good. But now the Giants have a little bit better idea of what he's got. There's the line for John Gray, a frustrating night.
Well, May 19th, Giants faced him at home. Not even 2 weeks ago. He went 3 2/3 innings tonight against the Giants at Coors, 3 1/3. And what a spot here for McCutchen and the Giants. McCutchen, who's 2 for 2 against the new lefty with the bases still loaded. Strike one with the fastball.
McCutchen did not like that call.
Isn't it amazing? Bruce Bochy says, I'm trying to get McCutchen going. I'm a flip-flop Posey and Andrew. He's been a 3-hitter most of his career. He's 4 for 6 since then.
It's amazing. It can't even explain it.
He lines a rocket to short, and Story doesn't catch it. The flip, and they get the double play. Wow. That's how the rally ends. Giants get 2 to tie. It's 4-4. In Denver, and it is time for Cricket Smile, brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Derek Rodriguez, the son of the Hall of Famer Pudge Rodriguez, made his major league debut last night after Samardzija had to leave the game, and we both thought that, Mike, he pitched well, and look what he did with the bat in his hand.
Well, it was a pretty spectacular debut. I mean, they didn't give Rodriguez a lot of defensive support. There were 3 errors made behind him. He allowed 4 runs, one of which was earned. But it was a night that he'll never forget, and he really, really impressed all of us.
He did, and the good news is he took that comebacker off his shin, and today he is feeling okay. So he should be fine. Easy for me to say. He's got a welt on his shin. But this is how he had to come out of the game.
Well, Ian Desmond hits a 108-mile-an-hour fastball off of his leg, and it did not allow him to continue. It was a big night for his family, as you can imagine. His mother, Maribel, was here. His sister, his stepdad was here. He talked to his father, Ivan Rodriguez, after the game, he said, for about an hour. And then Ivan Rodriguez is set to be in San Francisco on Friday, so quite possibly he could see his son pitch in the big leagues for the first time this weekend.
Holland against Desmond, and that's a ball to start the bottom of the 4th inning. The Giants have made a few little tweaks, and of course I think Friday we're going to have a different 25-man roster. The Giants have some players who are getting healthy and finishing up rehabs. Here's a liner to third. Longoria for out 1.
Well, it was the goal of the Giants to stick around 500, and they basically have done that. I mean, tonight would be a great opportunity and a great time to win. But they've held the fort basically, and now the troops are coming back.
Bumgarner, 1 more rehab in the minor leagues, then he'll be back. Joe Panik is getting ready to come back. Alan Hansen's getting close. Mark Melanson's getting close.
Hunter
Pence is about done with his rehab. Daniel Castro takes a strike. And it does mean that we are going to have some roster shuffling in the next few days. But I think Derek Rodriguez, the way that he pitched last night, That one is hit in the left field. Castro's 2 for 2.
Well, the way that Rodriguez pitched last night, we want to see him pitch again.
Yes. So Stratton, Suarez, and then nobody announced yet for Sunday. But I think assuming that Derek is feeling good, that that leg is fine, I think there's a pretty good chance that he'll make his first start on Sunday. Phillies are coming to town.
Yeah, they can't hit.
Make your debut at Coors and then face one of the hottest hitting teams in baseball, the Phillies. I did see, did Rhys Hoskins have to go on the DL?
Well, he got hit in the face, and he has a broken jaw.
Yikes.
So I would imagine he's got a DL for at least 10 days.
That's too bad. Rhys Hoskins, who is a Northern California native, you know, he was looking forward to the weekend series, playing in front of his friends and family.
He's got to be very disappointed.
I didn't know it was that serious. That is bad news for Rhys Hoskins and the Phillies. But they swung the bats very well against the Giants in Philly. 1-1 here to Walters.
You know, in regards to that, with Hoskins getting hit in the face, probably the rest of his career, he may wear a protective piece that extends from his helmet, protects his face. And our partner Dwayne Kuiper said everybody should do it. Get used to it, use it.
I started in the minor leagues, get everybody used to it down there. You get the games, some of the game's great stars using it right now. Bryce Harper, Mike Trout are using it. Giancarlo Stanton's using it for an obvious reason, but those guys don't have, neither Trout nor Harper got hit in the face. They're using it.
It just makes too much sense.
Aaron Judge uses one. As long as you can get used to it and it doesn't distract you, why wouldn't you? A little pop up behind short.
That's a good 3-1 fastball right there. And get in tight. Jam Walters. You know, I mean, it was a big deal when they made it mandatory that you had to have the ear flap on the helmet. And a lot of guys moaned and groaned, guys who liked wearing the no flap. But once those guys retired, they said, okay, we'll grandfather you in. As soon as your career's over, we're going to apply the rule to everybody. And I think they should make that rule change around baseball. I mean, you can get used to anything. Guys get used to the protective arm pieces. You know, the protective face piece just makes too much sense.
First time as a big league hitter for Harrison Musgrave. Rockies are looking for at least another inning from him. He got the double play ball against McCutchen. Huge. McCutchen hit it hard, but that was a very big play in this game. Kept it tied. He inherited the bases loaded, only one out. 1-2.
Yeah, that's one of those. I mean, McCutchen's got to be shaking his head. He's had a lot of those first couple of months. But if there's 2 outs there and the runners are going, they don't get an out. 1 out, you got to freeze on the line drive, and they were dead ducks.
You were right. That's just bad timing for a play like that. 1-2. Oh, Topper. Pablo's got a charge. Kind of took a weird hop, and then he flips to first for out number 3. Belt, Longoria, Crawford coming up. A 4-4 tie.
Shut down.
video with hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
It is 4-4. Rockies at one point led this game 3-0. Giants have come from behind and tied it up. We go to the 5th inning. Belt, Longoria, Crawford are coming up. Look at the sunset over the Rocky Mountains. What a scene here in Denver.
Big Sky country. Beautiful. The weather really has been spectacular. The Giants had a rain delay in game 1, and after that it's been money. And you never know what you're going to get. I got off the plane on Sunday, and it was warm. It was 85 degrees about 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm thinking, but we haven't seen those temperatures since.
Well, it's been a road trip. We got great weather in Chicago, although it was warm. And now here in Denver, summertime is just about here. End of May. This is the final game the Giants play in the month of May.
It's been one of the coldest springs I can ever remember.
Seriously, and we have avoided a good chunk of that. I mean, some teams it's just been miserable. Strike one to Belt.
Change up. Mentioned Musgrave, a converted starter, and he will throw any of his 4 pitches in any count. Giants found that out in game 1. Musgrave is one of those guys that has become so valuable to every pin. A guy who can pitch in a short spot, but he can also give you 4 or 5 innings 2 times through the lineup.
That one hits Bell. And any time against Brandon one comes up and in, you get a little nervous. Belt is okay.
No protective piece. When you get hit right there at the base of the trapezius, above the elbow, that's the butt. That hurts so bad. And I mean, there's a whole lot of macho going between home plate and first base when guys go down there and they don't rub it, because it's hurting. It'll make you think bad thoughts about the guy that threw it.
I think he's thinking some of those thoughts right now.
Yeah, he is.
Here's Longoria, happy to have Gray out of the game. Way up and outside. Musgrave's looking at his fingertips.
Man, his pine tar's lying to him.
It's become such a point of discussion and in some corners controversy around the big leagues.
Well, it's a safety feature, really, especially when you get into cold environments like San Francisco. When your hands get cold, they get dry.
Did you see the interview today? I think it was Ken Rosenthal interviewed the commissioner, and he said that MLB's got some of its scientists and tech people working on the possibility of a tackier baseball.
Well, they're doing it now in Japan. You pull the ball out of the box and it's already pre-rubbed. It's got a sticky feel to it. It feels great. The one thing that supports the argument to go to a ball that's already pre-rubbed, pre-sticky, is that the inconsistency of the baseballs that get rubbed daily. Some places they're darker, there's more mud on them. Some there's not so much mud. It's all about gaining a level of consistency with the most important thing in this game, and that's the baseball.
So I thought that was kind of an interesting nugget from the commissioner that they're working on it.
Yeah, he opened up a lot in that interview.
He did. Expansion, realignment, changing the schedule. Without even getting into all the other stuff, Longoria drives that one to right center field. Charlie Blackmon is not going to get there. All the way to the wall. Belt kind of hesitated. He'll come around third. Longoria digging for third, and the throw goes there, but too late. It's a triple, and the Giants have gone ahead 5-4. There might have been one little moment where Belt thought that Blackmon had a chance to catch it, so he slowed up, but still all the way out there in right center field, plenty enough to score.
No, really not a hanger either from Musgrave. I mean, that ball's down around the knees, and Longoria gets a slice on that movement that was going away from Blackmon, who couldn't catch up to it. And it's the second time in this series that Bell has had to score from first on a double, well, a triple, extra base hit, I should say, but he's looking for air.
Now they do have the oxygen tank still down, not in the dugout. You have to go down into the tunnel, but he may need a visit. Crawford had a pretty good cut. Go get a couple puffs of oxygen and take a moment.
Yeah, it's good for a hangover too.
He's got a couple things going on.
Anthony Reyes, Giants head trainer, he's checking it out. You're good.
Ouch. You can already see. Crawford to left field. Longoria goes back just to make sure, but it drops in. And now he can come in to score. Brandon Crawford comes through again.
And another opposite field swing of the bat. Well, the Giants get back home, and first day of the homestand is June 1st. And Brandon Crawford, he is not going to want to see May fall off the calendar.
You know, one thing that is true, big game again tonight, 2 more hits, a run scored, another run batted in. I think come Friday when we get to the ballpark, we may find out that Brandon Crawford's the player of the month of May in the National League. This is his final piece of his resume.
I voted for him.
Mac Williamson is at the, so you already voted?
Well, in my mind.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was about to say, well, then tonight doesn't even count.
There's Dave Gresher, the director of training.
I mean, you could see that bruise already right in that spot.
I'd rather get hit in the forehead than get hit there.
Not Belt, but we got to avoid the forehead with Belt.
Yeah, he's had too many concussions, but literally the one in the arm hurts more than the one in the forehead.
Another nice game for Mac Williamson. See if he can add on to that here. Still nobody out. 2 runs are in. And all of a sudden, Harrison Musgrave, the Giants could not touch him on Monday. He got the double play ball in the 4th inning tonight, and you're thinking this guy's kryptonite for the Giants. Belt gets hit by the pitch. He kind of loses his release point and his feel of the baseball. Longoria triple, Crawford hit. Gets the friendly call there. It's 1-1. We saw Scott Oberg up in the bullpen. That one still hurts Belt.
It doesn't go away. And tomorrow he'll have a protect, or Friday he'll have a protective piece on it. Getting hit once there is tough. You get hit there again after you've been hit. Oh.
On the ground, Castro. Crawford went into a slide, and that was enough of a delay to keep the Giants out of the double play.
Rockies will look at this. I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. I mean, you're supposed to stop. You're supposed to avoid the tag. Crawford goes into a slide, and it just took the balance away from Castro. And it took a little bit off of the throw. He couldn't quite get it out of his glove. So the Rockies are not going to contest it.
Good job by Crawford to make sure they can't turn 2. Still only 1 out for Pablo. He'll bat right-handed. Pablo's had a nice game. Knocked in a run and then drew a walk that helped fuel the rally in the 4th inning when the Giants tied it up. I give the guy so much credit for his willingness to go play second base.
Oh, he looks forward to it. I mean, that's the thing about Sandoval. I mean, he approaches that like he's a kid. And I love what we're seeing around baseball. You talk about how unusual it is for a veteran to start playing different positions. How about a veteran catcher like Russell Martin? He played shortstop the other day.
He was in left field one game, then he's at shortstop. I saw him play third. He's been catching. He played shortstop. He started at
shortstop. It's amazing. As baseball evolves, you're going to see more and more of that.
And particularly in an era where teams are carrying more pitchers, so your bench shrinks. You need guys with versatility.
And really, they're all very athletic, some more than others, but there are a lot of guys that really are designed to be able to do that very thing.
Pablo hit that one hard to center field. But Blackman is there, 2 down.
Well, Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote. Get live stats on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1.
You could do that right now while you're watching us. Try it. Just a suggestion.
I love it. Makes it easy.
Derek Holland takes a strike. Well, he did get the bunt down last time up, and that turned into a big play in that Giants rally. And it goes to show just executing that play, which the Giants have struggled with this year from the 9th spot in the order. It was a big part of the rally.
Holland hitting 056. And the thing about the 056 is he's pretty proud of it. I'm not kidding. You walk in the clubhouse. Hey, check out, I got an average.
Well, he is a guy who has hardly ever hit in his career. I find it amazing that he's a switch hitter. Not many American League pitchers who bat once or twice a year and are switch hitters. Chase wanted the dirt there.
He's a switch swinger.
Fact. He still has an average, though. Longoria with the triple. Giants take a 6-4 lead.
Talked about the anticipation of Brandon Crawford, runner third, ball in the dirt, and what makes this play is the anticipation. If you watch Crawford coming down the line, he watches the fly of the ball, he anticipates the ball in the dirt, he sees an opportunity, he gets a great clean break on it, and it's an easy score. That's our smart play, brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers.
Part of the Giants come from behind rally, and they've had a couple impressive innings here playing from behind. Kelby Tomlinson, now that they have a 6-4 lead, is in at second base, even with Kelby struggling defensively in this series. Top of the order up for the Rockies against Holland. Ball one. Charlie Blackman 2 for 2 in this game.
We talk about base running really being one of the indicators of instinctive players. Your jump on defense, your first step on the base paths. And it's an easy training tip when you have young players. The league, all ranks of amateur baseball. teach your base runners to watch the flight of the baseball coming out of the pitcher's hand. You have a lead, and as the pitcher throws home, you take a secondary lead, but you watch the flight of the ball. When you see that ball going to the dirt, that allows you to get that good first step. Once that ball goes to the dirt, make it by the catcher. If it does, you're ready to go.
1-2.
But it's just a tip coaches could give young players, just something to look for when you're on the base paths and you are a base runner. Watch the flight of the ball coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Holland gets the sign he wants from Posey. Still 1-2.
I mean, Little League is in a situation where you can take a secondary lead. You're starting from the back, but you can still watch the fly of the ball. And it'll make you a better base runner.
Maybe my son is listening.
Hey, he's in a pitch league now.
If not, then I'm going to drag him into the booth next time he's at the park and talk to you. Tomlinson right away. What do they say?
The ball will find you.
It's just uncanny. And that might have been even a little smile from Kelby.
Well, he had 3 errors in the ball game last night, and this is an infield that has been problematic for not just Tomlinson, but it's been problematic for everybody. But wouldn't you know, I mean, he gets a ball that just didn't have the normal rhythm in his first opportunity tonight. It's a good wrestling match.
So here's Cuevas, 1 for 2. Curveball low. Cuevas acting like a platoon player these days for Bud Black's team. He's in there most days against lefties. Well, it's been interesting. You may disagree with me, and you're the expert on this, but Derek Holland, the last few starts, I mean, he's really been pitching well. That one rolled to short. Crawford throws him out, and his fastball, I think, has been excellent lately. Tonight, he just hasn't quite had that same precision with the fastball. He's having to figure out a different way to get these guys out.
And he's doing it with off-speed stuff. I think what has been impressive with him, and it really started in that stop job he had in Pittsburgh on the last road trip, the final day of the road trip. I mean, he really had a nice feel of all his pitches. Took that into, next couple of starts, he had the same feel. A great start Friday in Wrigley Field. When your fastball's not working, if you've got other pitches, use them. Set up the fastball, and you can make it look better.
Here's Arenado.
The key is being able to mix all your pitches, throw it for a strike one. And he doesn't give into them when he gets into fastball counts. He'll still throw the changeup, the curveball, the slider.
Arenado, who hit that 3-run home run in the first inning. Single homer to start the game for the Rockies.
Rockies had 6 hits in the first 7 hitters.
Yes, they
did.
Yes, they did. They had 7 hits in the first 10 hitters.
And here he is in the 5th inning with a lead.
And they only have 8 hits. We've had 1 single since that Blackman single in the second. He's retired 9 of 10. So I'm pretty impressed by that. Certainly not the start he wanted.
It's a Coors Field start, man. You have to keep battling, keep making pitches. Don't even look at the scoreboard. Just keep making pitches.
Arenado waiting. 2-1. Change up low. Giants have to figure out how to be a better first inning team. I found this one hard to believe. Tonight's the 56th game. 22 times they've trailed after inning number 1 in 56 games.
That's tough on not only the pitching staff, that's tough on your offense.
Everybody. Ball 4. It's the first walk he's issued in this game. And brings up the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story, who's got a hit in 2 at-bats.
Who loves the first pitch.
He does. That's enough to get the pitching coach on the phone. Trying to snap out of a losing streak, salvage a win before you head back home. Giants are going to manage this one aggressively. Fastball misses. In the dirt, and that was a good read by Arenado. Wild pitch moves Arenado into scoring position.
Well, and Holland nibbling right now. I mean, he's being very respectful of the power of Arenado and Story. But those are pretty easy takes. And once again, he finds himself behind the count.
Reyes Moronta is the guy who is now up in the Giants bullpen. Three 0. If you watch Story, the tying run is on base. Carlos Gonzalez, left-handed hitter, is coming up, and that then could be the final hitter for Derek Holland. If he can't get Cargo, he might not stay in this game. But he's still got a shot here against Story. 3-0. There's a strike.
And again. It's the one thing you cannot do in this ballpark, and that is walk people to create opportunity.
He does walk Story. That's back-to-back walks with 2 outs in the 5th inning.
3-1 changeup. Reyes Moronta's ready to go, but who's Bochy? Got a veteran out there. Had a good start his last outing. I mean, he's going to give him an opportunity trying to finish the 5th inning here.
Train rolling by. What a cool scene. You see our buses already ready. You can see the 2 charter buses that'll take us to the airport after the game, sort of lined up, pointing like they could drive right into Coors Field.
So which is longer, the ride from Wrigley Field to the airport in Chicago, or the ride from Coors Field to the airport here in Denver?
Wrigley, because of the traffic. Derek Holland right now has sort of lost his command.
If he doesn't get Gonzalez, he's gone.
He's out of the game. I think he knows it.
And this is what Kurt Young's going to come out and tell him. It's just going to be a real quick meeting. He's going to say, "El dude, this is your last hitter. You want to win this ball game, you need to get this guy out, because you're not going to face Desmond." I mean, pitching coaches at the big league level, you get a couple of pat-in-the-back type meetings, but for the most part, you're going to get information and you're going to get a challenge.
Oh for 2 tonight. He's had a good series until tonight. He wears one of those guards protecting the face off the helmet. All right, so let's see if Holland can lock it in. Cargo swings at that pitch. Gorkis makes a catch. and then goes into a slide. What a play by Gorkys Hernandez.
Wow. I didn't think he had a chance off the crack of the bat. If his jump isn't pure, if his route isn't pure, he does not get to this ball. Going into a slide, and Derek Collins says, thank you very much.
Big time play by Gorkys.
Shutdown inning.
Hosted by C's Candies. What do you think? Eggs Benedict, French toast, maybe some waffles and strawberries and whipped cream. I don't know. Show up and find out. Brunch at the ballpark, plus a lower box seat to see the Giants and the Phillies. It's Willie McCovey bobblehead giveaway day, presented by C's Candies. sfgiants.com/brunch for tickets. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change, tune-up, and brake experts. And Scott Oberg comes into the game for Colorado.
Oberg comes in for the 12th time. He's been up and down. 4-pitch guy. And he can run it up there mid to high 90s.
Ball one to Gorkys Hernandez, who has had a big impact in this game. Gorkys went to bunt at it, and that was a strike anyway. This was just a moment ago in the 5th inning.
Great jump, closing route into a slide. I don't know how hard that ball was hit. I mean, that ball was a bullet. Didn't have a lot of time to get there.
Hits that one hard to short. Story throws him out. So 1 out with Buster Posey coming up. Whatever the catch probability was, Giants fans, I think, would have said off the bat it was lower than that, because that looked like a hit, and it was a great play by Gorkys. Derek Holland was on the ropes, back-to-back walks in a spot where he was coming out of the game if he didn't get that hitter, Carlos Gonzalez. And who knows, it might buy Holland another inning.
Should. Pitch count is in his favor. He's gone through the thumpers, Arenado, Story, and Gonzalez. I'd be surprised if he was taken out of this game.
Posey didn't think so. 1-1. Buster 0 for 2, but drew a bases loaded walk to force in a run. Tied the game in the 4th inning. Two and 1. Posey hit that a long way, but a long way foul.
Got a man making a play. Yeah, foul balls. They can light up the place.
Isn't that amazing? No other sport where the fans can't, for a moment, get into the game. They're part of the game.
Well, yeah, and they can at times make the best defensive play of the game.
And then you get to tell everybody about it
for the next 2 weeks.
And then you see, I stood up. Full count, 3-2, 97 from Oberg.
He's got good velocity. The one thing about Oberg is he doesn't have great command with that fastball, and at times his location will give him up. Guys will jump on his location mistakes, but he's got a good arm.
3-2. Posey lines one to center. It's going to get down, base hit. First hit of the night for Buster Posey, on base for a second straight time. Okay, let's take a picture of it. Maybe Instagram time.
And it's not just a baseball. It's a big league baseball, and that is the difference.
Look at the backdrop. Post sunset time, still gorgeous in Denver. McCutcheon to right center field with some carry, but not quite enough. Carlos Gonzalez, 2 down.
Oh, we see people, we Giants fans all the time come here. It's a great place to come. It's a destination, a little 3-day vacation. And we really encourage you to come take advantage of this city and this ballpark, because it's a great time.
Go up to Rocky Mountain National Park, then come to Coors, head up to the rooftop, watch the game standing up with the view of the Rocky Mountains up there. That has been a huge hit.
Yeah, good scenery up there. And the view's good too.
It's the place where the young folks in Denver like to hang out. And really, it doesn't matter. We come here now, whether there's a big crowd, and tonight it's a nice big crowd, or a small crowd. That place is packed.
Always.
Here's Brandon Belt. Belt was hit by a pitch and scored a run last inning. Hits a little flare to second, and Castro's got it. Out number 3. On to the bottom of the 6th. We'll see who's coming out to pitch for the Giants. They lead 6-4.
Up the homestand is going to be Chris Stratton taking on Nick Pivetta. And then Saturday it'll be Vince Velasquez for the Phillies taking on Andy Suarez. And then Sunday, Jake Arrieta will be on the mound for the Phillies, and the Giants have yet to announce as to who will be the starter on that Sunday, and that's our Wells Fargo a look ahead.
Well, the Giants are making a pitching change. It's 6-4 Giants leading, going to the bottom of the 6th. Derek Holland goes 5 and has a chance to win this game. But the Giants going into the bullpen when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change, tune-up, and brake experts. And Reyes Moranta has come in.
24th time he's come in for Bruce Bochy. 1-0 with a 1.50 ERA. Hard thrower with a good curveball. Working on a cutter. He's working on a changeup.
You know, he had those 2 outings in a row where the back was not feeling right, and the one in particular in Atlanta, it was a blowout game. The Giants were ahead, and all they were looking for was an inning and throwing strikes, and he could not throw strikes, and it was alarming. And since then they backed off for a couple days, let him get that back feeling right. He's been excellent again.
Well, he also learned that he's got to raise his hand and say, I'm not feeling that good.
I think that's a good point, because he really hadn't said anything.
Sometimes rookies are afraid to do that.
Strike 3 call right there on the corner at 96. Man,
that's a 3-pitch see ya. That's a rough at bat. Let's take a look at the 0-2 fastball, set up nicely by a couple breaking balls. That's 96-mile-an-hour paint. Watch him drop on that back shoulder, really get a lot of backside into a high release and drive it right through the glove. Grab some pine meat.
That's the first strikeout for a Giants pitcher in this game. And he might get another one soon. With stuff like that, Daniel Castro could not catch up to the fastball.
Reyes Moranta, it's a spooky at bat. He's looking like he's unhinging back there. Hides the ball well.
Oh, comebacker. Moranta's got it. And he throws low, and he's very lucky that he's got Brandon Belt over at first base.
Well, he had all the time in the world. He threw the ball to first like he's thinking it's a double play.
Man.
He can laugh now. But, I mean, he gets this thing, and he threw 96 to home, and he threw 95 to first in a one-hop. And Brandon Belt has no idea how he got that ball.
It just showed up in his glove. So 2 down. Walters bunts. Longoria is going to pick it up foul.
You know, and the bottom line is catch the ball and do the Jeremy Affeldt. You got all the time in the world. Run over to first base and do an underhand flip.
And Jeremy at times would, he took it to an extreme. He just kept running.
He had a problem with that throw from when he made the play on the mound. He had a problem making that throw to first base. A lot of guys do. That's how you solve it.
John Lester, if he ever has to field a ball like on a bunt or anything, he'll underhand it almost no matter where he is. He could be on the third base side of the mound and try to underhand it to first at times. Walters on the ground to Belt, who's got it. He's going to return the favor. A little more accurate throw to Moranta, and what a nice inning for the young right-hander. Kipe will come back over and join Mike. It's 6-4 Giants through 6.
Toyota dealers. Giants got down early in this ball game. Derek Holland gave up 3 runs in the first, and you didn't know where this game was going to go. And the Giants offensively come back, dig out of a hole, and now they lead this ball game 6-4 as they go into the top of the 7th inning. And here to join me once again, old pal Dwayne Kuiper. Old pal.
Old pal. It'll be Longoria to lead things off. Longoria tripled in the 5th. And he takes a strike. Giants with a 6-4 lead. Nope, a bit off the plate. Crawford on deck. Tell you what, a lot of the offense has come from not necessarily the bottom of the order, but 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, when you're getting contribution from offense up and down your lineup, I mean, you're a pretty confident team. Saw Tony Watson in the Giants bullpen getting ready, and he will pitch the 7th.
One and 2 to Longoria. Back to the crazy glue.
It's Anthony Reyes putting the glue on Buster Posey. I mean, that little cut pops open every night.
Foul. Well, somebody's got to let Buster know he's got a full day off tomorrow for that to heal. There'll be no playing with the kids, nothing.
Well, I don't know about that.
Kids will be jumping on him at 7 in the morning. The twins.
Addie and Lee.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Meanwhile, these two having a great time.
Time to dance. There's a foul on the side. Well, Dad, I know Mom said only 1 cotton candy, but as you can see, it works well with me. Foul again.
I mean, they just learned how to work the old man. She's got him in the palm of her hand.
Yeah, see that?
He is the happiest guy in the ballpark.
3 and 2. Got him. Long battle won by Oberg. 1 out. Here's Crawford.
Dance like nobody else is in the room.
Candy. No problems getting to sleep tonight for either of them. Crawford's got 2 hits, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. Crawford's done a wonderful job, not just in this game, but on this road trip, about going the opposite field.
Last Giant with 42 hits in a month. Marco Scudero did it in May of 2013.
Not him. 2 outs.
We may get one more chance to try and tie that.
Here's Mac Williamson. Couple of hits tonight for Mac Williamson. Talked about the bottom of the order. He's part of that. Breaks his bat, and he may have another hit. Arenado's good at this, and he got him. You get jammed that bat, it's tough to get out of the box. Otherwise, Williamson would have beaten it out. But another great play by Arenado.
Brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. And by Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV.
Here in Denver, it's a 6-4 lead for the Giants. As Tony Watson is the new pitcher when it's time for a change. Think speedy. Oil change and auto service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
So for the 24th time this year, Tony Watson takes the ball. You see the numbers. Had a nice start to his Giants career. First couple of months of the season.
Gerardo Parra is going to pinch hit. Maranta is fabulous. Blanco is now in left. That's a double switch. So Blanco will hit in the 9th spot. And the first pitch is wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Parra, pretty good little hitter. He's at 278. Swings and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Blackman on deck.
That's one they both wanted. They by that I mean Posey and Watson. And right out there in that outside corner. And Posey setting a wide target. But he didn't move his glove a whole bunch. That's one that could have gone either way.
Two and two.
Comes right back in on it. It's just a guessing game. Parra sitting on a breaking ball there. So from Posey's perspective, nice call with the fastball. And now Watson in a 2-2 count. He can go out of the strike zone here.
Got him.
Or you could just bone up and throw a fastball right through him.
Watson still got some ump on it. That was at 93.
Nice to have reach back velocity. And it's not often you see Parra late on a fastball. That time he was.
Blackman is 2 for 3. check swing pop-up. Longoria is over, and it's off his glove. You run out of room really fast if the pop-up's not hit very high. That's the problem.
It's a change-up pop-up.
I do believe, however, that Longoria would like to have another crack at that. It's 0-1. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jens had 2 days off on this road trip.
Doesn't happen very often.
2-1, and I guess what I'm getting to is a real true day off is at home. And that's what they'll get tomorrow. They only had 2 last year. Pop up, and it's going to be out of play. It's 2-2.
Watch, he's got such a nice rhythm. Not in any hurry. And he's had that calm ever since we saw him break into the big leagues with the Pirates.
Got him.
Wicked ball up above the hands. Set an outside target, winds up being a pretty good miss on that inside corner.
Pretty good hanger, don't you think?
Put that down. Charlie Blackmon cannot hit hanging slider. All right, I got it. Hey, whatever pitch gets an out, that's a good pitch.
Totally agree with you. Here's Cuevas. And tight, 1 ball and no strikes. Totally agree. On the ground, a comeback. The FL flip, and that'll end the inning. Tomlinson's going to lead things off.
Take on the Cavaliers. Game 1 tomorrow, 4 p.m. And on NBC Sports Bay Area, you can stick with the team you've watched all season long. Coverage begins with a special edition of Warriors Outsiders. Then it's Warriors Playoff Central before and after the game. NBA Finals coverage is on NBC Sports Bay Area. And from all of us in the Giants organization, we say good luck, Warriors. We are rooting hard for you.
We get to watch tomorrow night.
Pretty psyched about that.
The new pitcher is Jake McGee. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
Take a look at what McGee has done in 21 games. 15 strikeouts in 19 innings. He's a guy that really thinks fastball. He's got 3 pitches, a fastball, curveball, slider, but I mean, he believes in number 1. And it's a healthy fastball. It'll go low to mid-90s. But he comes at you.
Parra is now in left field. And Tomlinson off of the shin bone of McGee, and he's aboard. Ouch.
And we've seen a lot of that. Last night, Derek Rodriguez. Tonight, Derek Holland. And now Jake McGee takes one. I mean, he hits his ball hard. Oh, Shinberger,
right
left
on the
leg.
front of the shin.
Well, you hope you get more meat than bone. And it looked to me like that was pretty much bone.
This is now time for McGee to throw a couple.
And if you alter your drive off that back leg because of the pain, you can't continue. And that is an injury that will stay with you for literally about a year.
Yeah.
Maybe more. 20 years from now, you're scratching your leg, there'll be a little indentation in your shin bone, and he'll think of Kelby Tomlinson.
I can go to mine right now.
Yeah.
There it is. Ouch. Here's Blanco.
Yeah, your shin bones look like the moon.
Blanco batting for the first time.
In a good way.
Yeah, of course. Blanco shows bunt and he takes it low. 1 ball and no strikes. You have to add on in this ballpark. And a bunt, and this is a good bunt. And Blanco is thrown out. And on the plate, Tomlinson goes down to second. Here's Gorkis Hernandez.
Job well done, Gregor Blanco. That is an out. It feeds the momentum of the inning. Rockies have very good assist arms in the outfield, especially on the corners. Giants have one of their fastest runners at second base with Tomlinson.
First pitch down low. Gorkis does not have a hit in this game. He does have an RBI. He walked with the bases loaded.
Sam Dyson finishing off his warm-up throws on Giants bullpen.
Foul back, good swing. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
We've been saying that a lot about Gorkis Hernandez.
McGee gets the sign. Check swing foul. It's 1-2. Gray started, then Musgrave, Oberg, and now McGee. Second day in the big leagues for that kid. He's taking it all in.
Well, he had a great debut yesterday. Pitched well. Got his first big league knock. Got his first big league RBI.
The Shark not happy last night. A better mood today, especially when he found out that structurally things are okay.
Yeah, he had a clean MRI, and everybody can breathe a little easier.
And that's going to allow Tomlinson to go to third.
Well, that's a big mistake.
He did save the day, Gorkis Hernandez, in the 5th inning. Take a look at this.
Yeah, this was 2 outs, and Derek Holland leaking oil. And a bullet. Great jump, great route, and that ended the threat and preserved the 2-run lead for the Giants.
Infield now has to come in. It's 2-2 to Gorkis Hernandez. And a drive to right. Tomlinson better go back. He tags. Here's the throw home, and now he's going to go back. I think Mike documented it pretty well. That guy in right field's got a good arm.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat for Gorkis Hernandez because he did everything right. And he winds up with what the little bird left on the rock. Didn't get an RBI. But Carlos Gonzalez is playing shallow. He had good momentum coming into throw. I mean, that reads right in front of Kelby Thomason. Now, granted, he had to go back, but he got back in time. So his jump wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either.
Low to Buster Posey.
And there he sees that's going to be a good throw. Get back. And I think he made a pretty good call.
He did. 1-0. Now it's even. 1 ball and 1 strike. McGee going after Posey. Up the middle and a base hit. And Buster Posey comes through, and it's 7-4.
And to get back to the play that Thomason made, he knew who was on deck. And you know, if you go at home and you're throwing out, all of a sudden momentum jumps into the Rockies dugout. I mean, they're down 2 runs, but they have the momentum. Now he goes back to third. He gives Posey a chance, and now all of a sudden the momentum stays exactly in the Giants dugout. And that's a big 2-out knock.
And I agree. That's really nice base running by Tomlinson. Here's McCutchen. And he hits it high and foul and out of play.
Still a painful at bat for Gorkis Hernandez. I mean, he does everything right. He doesn't get the reward.
Foul is McCutchen pulls this one. And it's a quick 0-2. Down and in. Belt is on deck. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Tonight here at Coors Field, 29,400. And this one's going to get away from Walters, and Posey will go down to second.
Wow, pitch has been a big play in this inning for the Giants. And that man, Bud Black, skipper for the Rockies, not too happy about it. Because it does change everything. Jake McGee is really slowing things down.
And this gets away, and Walters is going to throw, and he makes a good throw, and that's going to end the inning. Giants pick up a run. It'll be Arenado to lead things on.
p.m. on NBC Bay Area and the Giants Television Network. We'll be back with you on NBC Sports Bay Area Saturday night at 7 with 2 pregame live at 6 p.m. for Game 2 of the series. Also streaming live on the NBC Sports app. Don't miss anything about the Giants this season. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and NBCSportsBayArea.com.
It's a 7-4 lead for the Giants, and there's Sam Dyson.
26th time that Dyson has come into a game. It ties him with the team's lead for most appearances. And he's been solid. And he kind of got off to a slow start, but boy, once he found his mechanics, did he ever right his ship. He knocked about 4 points off his ERA.
Facing Nolan Arenado. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. Arenado hit the 3-run home run in the first, rolled out to Crawford in the third, and then drew a walk in the fifth. Look out. He's slinging the ball, and it's just running in. It's 2-0.
Well, at times he can do that. And when you do that, your release point comes across your body. It doesn't stay out in front. And when there is a variance and you release, you lose command.
And a check swing foul makes it 2 balls and 1 strike.
Oh yeah, you don't see that very often with Arenado. He's ahead in the count 1-0, 2-0. He gets a fastball, he's gonna have at it.
Maybe the fact that Dyson's a little wild.
Yeah, and I think he's got late movement that stopped his swing.
Dyson to Belt. 1 out.
Well, MLB At Bat is your #1 Giants app. You can see Giants home screen icons and features such as MLB TV Game of the Day. Download MLB At Bat today. Oh yeah, you scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Everybody's happy. Story is 1 for 2 with a walk. And he takes a strike. Gonzalez on deck. And that pitch is a little wide.
I think Story's one of the scariest 243 hitters in baseball.
On 1 hop. 2 down. You know, you get knocked back a couple of times, and then when you get close to the guy that did it to you, you really want to say something. You kind of want to. You kind of want to. But then you just give him the stank eye.
Yeah, well, sometimes one look is worth 1,000 words, or one look is worth 2 words.
And not that Dyson can't give you a pretty good stank eye.
Yeah,
I see it all the time.
yeah, and when we say hello.
Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez off his foot.
You know, statistics are so important in baseball. Saves, obviously. You have a good inning and you hold a lead and you give a closer a chance to save. I mean, that's a hold, but I think there should be like holds with a capital letter.
Yeah.
Like right now. Sam Dyson's going at the big thumpers in the middle of this lineup in a 3-run game.
You mean a hold plus?
That should be a hold plus.
Blanco's coming in, and this one's going to fall. And Blanco's throw is going to be just a little bit offline. And that's going to allow Desmond to hit. So if that's the case, Moranta gets a hold minus.
Well, he just gets a hold. This is in its infant stages here. We're trying to figure this out.
All right. Have to call our commissioner. Mike Kruko's got a couple of ideas.
Yeah.
Here's Desmond. Desmond's 1 for 3. Swinging a foul under the glove of Buster Posey. Well, Jason Stark did a long interview with our commissioner in The Athletic, and it was a good interview. And Jason Stark asked it a lot of tough questions. And assuming that you read it, he just gave you the thumbs up.
I did. I learned a lot of things.
There's a pitch low. Jason Stark, good writer.
Yeah, he's been a good friend for a long time.
1 ball and 1 strike to Ian Desmond. Up the middle. Crawford's going to dive. He's going to throw to third. And that's the only way you can make that play. You got to throw it. And now Dahl is going to hit with runners at the corners.
Well, and the play really just stopping it from going to the outfield. That's the play. And he catches this ball as he dives to his left, and that ball is way into center field. And his instincts immediately to third base because he knew he had no chance at first.
So here's Dahl. Dahl hit a home run to the opposite field last night. And he tops this one off his foot, which you're going to do a lot of when you got a guy with a hard sinker. This was the home run last night.
Yeah, opposite field, left center. Just catches it pure, back spins it right over the wall. He got it.
Also banged up his ankle in the game last night.
Let's see where this one gets him. Ooh, right on the top of the right foot.
Eventually you got to pick up that bat.
Well, all he needs is a little time. How much you think he needs?
Well, I mean, it's going to hurt.
2, 3 hours. Well, if you're Dyson, you got to go back down there, right?
Yeah, you do.
$14 pinch hit at bats. He's got 6 knocks with a home run. And now he's got to deal with a couple of sore feet. One from last night, one from tonight.
Longoria is going to give chase, and he just could not hang on. He had it briefly. Good effort.
Well, you do have room here. Coors Field on the sidelines. I mean, you do have a chance to go down there and take one away. He went a long way for it. Just could not find the sweet spot.
Yep. And it's low, 1 and 2. Belt, side retired. 9th inning coming up. Nice job, Dyson. 7-4 Giants. They're going to bring you the best hour of sports talk of the Bay Area. The happy hour right after Giants postgame live right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. Very enjoyable, all three of those adults. 7-4 Giants. Chris Russin is the new pitcher, and Ryan McMahon is the new second baseman.
Take a look at the numbers for Russ in his 16th game, and he's got rocked around a little bit. Still has good stuff. 18 strikeouts in 21 innings. 4-pitch guy. We had a little burst of rain here and some lightning between innings.
I'll go with what my dad used to say. It's not going to rain.
Okay. They hold them to that.
It's not going to rain. Belt gets underneath this one and hits it into the rain. And it'll be Gonzalez who waits and puts it away.
You know, and every time I see a fly ball or a pop-up go up in the rain, I'm going to think about Marco Scudero for the rest of my life.
How could you not, right?
Yeah.
I mentioned McMahon into the game. Here's Longoria. Longoria with a big at bat in the 5th. He tripled to knock in Belt.
Hey, it's Denver. It comes in fast, goes out fast.
Yeah, plus, I mean, when was the last time we flew out of Denver when it wasn't windy and wet?
1993. At least it seems like 1993. This is their 25th year of existence.
Longoria, did he get a piece? He did not. So that's not going to be a happy night for Longoria offensively. He did have that triple, but he's also struck out 4 times. And here's Crawford. Hey, day off tomorrow.
Everybody gets to have a day off at home.
The 55-gallon. There's a swing and a foul at the plate.
Is that one of the 55-gallon bags? That's a veteran move, is what that is.
And is that a golf umbrella? Fits a family of 5.
That's a big one. Camera guys, they know the deal around here.
Crawford out in front, 11-2.
That's a good changeup right there.
Strickland. And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Giants lead 7-4. Giants will bring in Hunter Strickland. Will try very hard to get the last 3 outs.
10 saves on the year. Trying to get the most important at outs of the road trip. 25th time he's come into a game.
And it'll be Tony Walters to lead things off. Walters is 0 for 3. Parra is on deck. And then Charlie Blackman. First pitch strike, and it's 0-1.
Cut fastball at 95. It's kind of the average velocity that he'll feature. Mid to high 90s guy.
Cued. Foul. 0-2.
And that is the pitch that we're starting to really see some consistent growth with, and that's split. I mean, it's a changeup, and he throws it off a fastball. Look at how far out front Walters is. I mean, he's thinking that he's going to get 95 or more, and he's a good fastball hitter. And the beauty of that pitch is not only does it establish the changeup in his mind, but it sets up the fastball.
97 low. 1-2.
Little add-on 2-strike velocity there.
Good take.
And a good 1-2 pitch with that breaking ball. It's the first one he's showing him in this sequence, and indeed it was a good take. So Walters grinding here.
Gets it to 3-2, and now you got to come in. And started out 0-2 to 3-2. On the ground to Belt. 1 out. And here's Parra.
Job well done. Beauty of a 3-run lead. I mean, you get to a 3-2 count, you've got a challenge. Belt sets his feet. Nice toss above the belt. Perfect lead. He does that as well as anybody.
Parra struck out against Watson. He's a pinch hitter in the 7th, and he stayed in the game. Ball and no strikes. Parra dribbles it foul. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Phillies in town on Friday. Giants have not announced what their rotation is going to be. Giants saw 3 or 4 right-handers in Philadelphia. And it's likely they're going to see 3 right-handers over the weekend. 1-2.
Perfect location. Let him help you out. Parra did. Take a look at the 1-1 breaking ball. So Parra not happy with that swing. Takes a bit of a walk. Has a conversation with himself.
Gets away from Posey. And Parra's aboard. Thought for a second that Parra had maybe just got a piece of it.
Strickland going back down with another breaking ball below the strike zone.
Kind of handcuffed Buster Posey.
Yeah, never got his glove in the position you want. I mean, he just kind of tried to shortstop it. And once it skimmed through the legs, he had no chance with Parra's speed. So the Rockies once again making noise in the bottom of the ninth, which is what they've done for 25 years.
Blackman lines this one, but it's right at Hernandez. 2 down. And here's McMahon. So McMahon is going to hit. Probably would like to avoid the guy on deck.
He would like to avoid the guy on deck, and that would be Nolan Arenado, who had a 3-run homer in the first.
On the ground, foul, and it's 0-1. The fastball is high to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 on the big swoop.
Another strike he gets, a swing through miss on change up. Split. Throw breaking ball below the belt. Or below the strike zone, rather, and that's exactly what he went with it.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Parra with his lead, Belt playing behind Parra. And this is lined down the left field line. That's a fair ball. It's going to put runners at second and third, and Arenado is indeed going to hit.
So Bud Black is getting exactly the scenario that he had hoped for. His big guy up, representing the tying run. And a fastball at 96 cutting on the outside corner. A nice bit of hitting from McMahon to go to left field with that outside location. They're all thinking good thoughts, trying to.
Arenado, after the home run, bounced out twice, and he drew a walk in the 5th. Low, 1 ball and no strikes. He's got a base to play with. Certainly not suggesting that take advantage of it, but if you do fall behind in the count, then of course you can take advantage of it. 2-0.
Giants back up the outfield.
Balls and 1 strike.
Way out front on the breaking ball. He even may have pulled his head off the swing.
And the 2-1 pitch. Here it is. And he popped him up. But it's gonna be a tough play, and Tomlinson is gonna make the catch, and that's gonna end the inning and the game. So the Giants end up taking 1 game in this 3-game series. They finished the road trip disappointed, but my goodness, 1-7, 2-6 sounds a lot better.
Well, it does, and win on getaway day absolutely shortens the ride home. A lot of things happened in tonight's ballgame. This is a game where the Giants got down early 3-0. And in the first 7 guys that Derek Holland faced, 6 of them got hits. 7 of them got hits the first 10 guys. He righted the ship. He calmed the waters. Giants offense picked him up, and the defense played a very clean game tonight, and Giants are going to go home winners.
And he got to win.
Derek Holland, winning pitcher.